For the first time, we're hearing from one of the fishermen rescued off the coast nearly a week ago. Their boat went down about 20 miles south of Boothbay Harbor, and News Center Maine's Alex Haskell found out how the crew managed to survive those desperate hours in icy waters.
Debit cards, money, everything went down with the boat.
What was supposed to be a routine day back on the water for Josh Glidden turned into a life-threatening ordeal. Glidden had just returned to lobstering for the first time in a year when the boat he was on with two other crewmates began to sink. He says conditions quickly went from bad to worse as winds picked up and waves grew larger.
So I said, hey, I think we're listing pretty hard to the port, so I slid open the port side window. I looked out and the port side rail was right underwater.
Moments later, Glidden says the boat lost power and began taking on water. Amid the chaos, they sent out a distress call to the Coast Guard.
They were bailing buckets. I was talking to the Coast Guard.
Glidden says they were unable to deploy a life raft, and as the boat continued to sink, their only hope was the Coast Guard. But finding them wasn't easy.
The pinpoint of the vessel kept changing, so we were just getting different coordinates over and over again.
Eventually, the Coast Guard located the crew 23 miles south of Boothbay Harbor. By that time, the boat was gone.
When we arrived, the fishing vessel that was sinking was completely submerged and had 3 people in the water at that point. The crew and I did our best to get them out of the water as fast as we possibly could.
Glidden says they had been floating on their backs for about 40 minutes, and despite having a survival suit on, he did suffer from hypothermia, but he and the others were alive.
I have a newborn baby, and I was just thinking, get home to my newborn.
And that's exactly what he did. Glidden credits the Coast Guard and his fellow crew members for working together to buy them time and save their lives. In Boothbay Harbor, Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.
Oil prices have shot up to slightly under $100 a barrel since the war with Iran began. The most recent data from the Maine Department of Energy Resources shows the price for heating oil is now $4.83 per gallon. That's up more than 90 cents since the beginning of the month. The last time we saw increases this quickly was when Russia invaded Ukraine. Maine Housing says it's still accepting applications for heating assistance and have around $7 million of aid left to distribute. Those receiving assistance say it's a crucial lifeline.
It's helpful because I don't have to stress so much and worry so much about how I'm going to get that bill paid. When you don't have a lot of income coming in, it's hard to pay your bills and it's hard to stay. You don't want to be on homeless again. You don't want to be doing that, going down that track again.
Maine Housing is taking applications until May 29th, and you can visit its website to see if you are eligible to apply.